What if I told you the next major global crisis might start not in the Middle East, but on a frozen island bigger than Western Europe? Not because of ice, but because of power, resources, and global politics. This island is Greenland, and what happens there could affect your security, global military alliances, and the future of the United States and Europe itself. But here's the surprising truth no one tells you. This isn't a theory anymore. It's already unfolding, and the world is watching. Most people assume wars or power plays only happen in far-off lands ruled by dictators. But today, senior leaders in the United States are openly debating whether control of Greenland should be a U.S. priority, even hinting that military options remain on the table. This isn't a fringe idea. European defense officials say that any attempt to take Greenland by force could destroy NATO itself, the alliance that has kept peace in Europe for decades. Think about that. Picture a map in your mind. Greenland sits directly between North America and Europe, guarding the Arctic and the North Atlantic. It's exactly where nuclear early warning systems sit, space and missile tracking stations operate, and thawing ice could open new global shipping routes. The U.S. already has a major base there, Pituffik Space Base, vital for national defense and space operations. So it's not remote in any meaningful sense. It's a cornerstone of Western security. But it's more than just geography. Greenland is rich in rare earth minerals and untapped natural resources, essential for high-tech industries, batteries, defense systems, and more. Climate change is opening trans-Arctic shipping routes, potentially reshaping global trade routes sooner than we expected. This is why global powers, the US, Russia, China, and Europe, are suddenly fixated on the Arctic. Here's the uncomfortable part. Greenland is not a failed state. It's not a dictatorship. It's a democracy, and its people, 85% of them, firmly oppose becoming part of the United States. Imagine hearing on the news, American troops are taking over a peaceful, democratic island because it's strategically useful. It sounds like pure Cold War fiction, but that's exactly why it's alarming. This isn't liberation or defense. This would feel like colonial conquest in the 21st century. Now let's zoom out. Greenland is part of Denmark, which is a core member of NATO. Any hostile act against Greenland by another NATO member, like the United States, doesn't just strain relations. It undermines the entire alliance. European leaders have openly warned that doing something like this would spell the end of NATO as we know it. That's not a small threat. That's a seismic shift in world security since World War II. You might be halfway around the world, but here's the bottom line. If global alliances fracture, wars become more likely, trade routes get disrupted, military spending skyrockets, and global economic stability weakens. This isn't faraway news. This is the future of world order, and it affects you whether you live in New York, London, Delhi, or Beijing. So what's next? Will the US abandon diplomacy and push for dominance? Or will Greenland chart its own path, reclaim its sovereignty, and redefine global power structures?